Here is how we open and start using Adobe Audition, which is the sound design and mixing software that we'll be using for this term and for this course. So I'm going to go under Go, Applications, and look for Adobe Audition. Find the application, double click on it, wait for the graphic, boom, and there is our interface. Um, we need to know that there are some useful tools here like the Move tool for moving tracks around and the razor for cutting the tracks themselves. Our files are going to live right here, and this will either be a multi-track or a waveform editor. The very first thing I'm going to do is set it up for multi-track. So I will go New, under File, Multi-Track Session, and let's just call this Test Session. And I want it to go on the desktop so I can find it. Okay, and we can, say what kind of, like how, heavy the files are going to be, etc. But let's not worry about that. And I go, okay. And there we go. I'm all ready to now start bringing in files and preparing a soundtrack. So now we have the interface open. We need to go get some sounds for this. As you can see, there are different tracks. We're going to have sounds and effects in each of these tracks. Sometimes you want to edit just the sound effect itself. That way we'll just look at the waveform. So up here you will see that you can change the window just to work on a waveform. Okay, view the waveform editor. We'll wait till we get one in there to look. This is the multi-track view. Now, there is a full library of sound effects for you on the server. Okay, and let's go find that. You can get that by going File, Import a file or a sound effect, or we can do it here, Open File or Import File. Same thing. Open it will open it and close it back to where it came from. Import will bring it into your project. When you go to the server, you recognize this because you're on here somewhere. Near the top, you will see a section called Sound and Some Music Royalty Free. Okay. These all contain massive amounts of sound effects. Okay. So if I go here, for example, I can get, say, in this folder, I can go through and I can screen these things and say, I need a sound of a crowd clapping. So I pick that crowd. And if I really want to see the description, just open it up. Crowd. And it's big. That's a big applause. Okay, that's good. So I can either drag it or I'll just open it. Hit open. And there it is. So I've got this sound here. You can listen to it. Great. Thank you. Stop. And then I can drag it into the track. And there's the waveform. And if I want to look at that, I can either double click on this, and now I have the waveform editor so I can mess with it, extend it, close it down. I'll just leave it there for now. Go back to the multi-track. Here I am, back to multi-track. And when I press play down here, there we go. Now let's get another sound effect. See if we can find something really grown up. I'll go back here. XV series, V9. Yeah, why not? Yeah, perfect. And open that. Let's just pull that, thank you, pull that in here, and we'll delay the cheering, and just imagine this scene. See what I mean? Wow, you have a really mature teacher. So there you go. Now, people don't have to cheer forever for this. So I may want them to kind of quiet down. So if I double click right there, you can see a little tiny key, and I can double click right here, and I can pull this all the way down, and that is going to fade out that cheer. So it's pretty intuitive. Okay? Or I can make that a little more gradual. I can pull that over here. Right? So you have a lot of ways of controlling sound and placing it and spacing it. We can use different tools to do different things. Up here I have a razor, so I can actually cut that sound off there. Use the pointer, drag that off, get rid of it. Okay, so even if that's not fading out, it can just end. And if I make a mistake and I want it back, it's still there. Okay, so that's the really basic essentials. We'll get into more stuff a little bit later, but that is essentially how we use this and set it up. Okay, now I can save this and save all, and that's including saving the sound effects. And I'm going to save that all. And what I get when I do save all is I will get this folder that I created in the first place. In that folder will be all the sound effects. It will be the actual session itself. And there'll be a backup just in case something screws up. All right, very handy. Now, say that I've got that, and now I want to export it as one file. This all works just fine. Then I can go export, and I can go to a full mix down, different templates, entire session. This I can make an MP3, and various things like that. So let's just make it an MP3 test session, and it's going to go also to the desktop. And go OK, and it just should have made a nice little MP3 file of that somewhere. Here it is. And I press play. Oh, what a work of audio art. Okay, so that is essentially what we're going to be using and how we're going to be using this. We will start using this with video in the next session, so that you'll have video and be able to start laying in sound effects with it right away. Cool, eh? Thank you.